Hello friend, welcome back to my lecture on .NET Reflection, and this is continuation of the previous lecture. And in the previous lecture we have discussed about the properties which reflecting by the reflection. So you can see here the uses of reflection. Basically the reflection represent the type declaration, class type, interface, array, value type, enumeration type, type parameter, generic type definition, so we can get all the information. So by the system.type class we require system.type class here also, and use of the member of type to get information about type declaration such as constructor, method, field, property, event. So all the things we are returning in of the class, so it returns the information of the class itself. So for this we have prepared one class, one interface, as well as derived class. In the previous lecture we have seen this, so I am repeating the same, and then coming on the new feature of the reflection and new programs of the reflections, where we will retrieve all the properties of assembly as well as interface constructor. So you can see here the class. So basically we have the interface iCar interface, and this is inside the namespace, reflection namespace. So inside we have one function prototype is moving, and we have another class internal class car, and this is again inside the reflection namespace. And we have the variable color and the public variable color and the private variable speed. And then we have the function speed function, which will return speed by the get block, and accelerate function, it will increase the speed, and is moving function, which is implemented from the interface. Is moving is the prototype function, prototype of the interface iCar interface. So you can see here is moving function, and after that we have constructor car and parameterized constructor car also here with two argument. And in default constructor we are initializing the value of variable, and we have calculate mpg function also. So now we have derived class sports car, and inside this sports car class, which is inherited from the car class, and we have one constructor, sports car constructor, and here we are assigning reassigning the value of the color variable. So color, because color is a public variable, you can see in the previous one, color is a public variable. That's why we can directly use this variable on derived class. Protected variable can also be used in the derived class, but public variable can be used anywhere. So we are assigning the value to the this variable in this derived class. So these are the features of the reflection. And we have also learned that get type as well as type of function are used to extract the value of extract the type of the class and type of the object. So get type is used here in this program. You can see here we have defined the object of car class, car c equals to new car, and we have one object t of the type class, type is a predefined class, and we are writing here c dot get type. So c is the object. So get type function will be used to get the information of the object. So this is used for the object. Get type function will be used with object. So console dot write line we have written here, p dot full name will display the full name of the this object, this c object. So c is the object of the car, so car is inside reflection dot car. So we have mentioned here full name. So full name is car is inside the reflection namespace. So that's why we have written here reflection dot car class. And the same time we have type of. So this type of function will be used with the class. While in previous one you can see get type will be used with the object of the class, and while type of function will be used with the class, and previous one will be with the object. So type of car and type t equals to type of car. So when we will write here t dot full name, then it same output we will get reflection dot car. So we have seen this program, and this is a very simple program to extract the type of the type of a class and its object also. So we have multiple function: each abstract, each array, each class, each com object, each enumerator type. So when class is abstract type, then it will return 2, and in case of each array, if there is an array, then it will return 2. If there is a class, it will return 2. So otherwise it will return false. We can use this type of function also in reflection. So now see the another program where we'll use the different function. So get methods and get method are two different functions, and by with help of these functions we can access all the methods of particular class. So you can see here type t equals to type of car. So we are extracting the type of car is a class name, so we are extracting the type of car class, and p is its object. So we'll write here t dot get method. So here it means we are extracting all the method of the t object. So t dot get methods means all the methods of the t class. T is object of car class. So type of car, it is t. So t dot get methods, it will extract all the methods. So and these method will be stored on the methods object, and methods object is a array. So we'll write here for each, we will write here for each loop, and method info, again we are writing here method info, but its object is next method, and it is not a array. So from methods array we'll extract one method and we'll put it on next method. Then in the second round we will put next second method on this next method variable, and this way it will execute up to the all method inside the class. So these are the method function, method info class, and method info method get methods will return all the methods, and get method, only get method will return single method. Get method return detail of just one method with specified parameter list. However, the get method returns detail of all the methods. So it will return detail of all the methods. Get method returns detail of all the methods. So I have underlined it. However, whereas the get method returns just one method with specified parameter list. Just one method. So this is the difference between these two. And method info derived from the abstract class method base. So it is derived from method base class. So you can see here in the next diagram. So method info is derived from the method base, and method info is derived from the method base, and method base is derived from the member base, and it is inside system dot reflection. So this is .NET reflection. So method info class is very important class in .NET reflection. So we have used this one in the previous program. So by with the help of these this class, method info class, methods class, we will get constructor, get constructors, get event, get events, and mm, get interface, get interfaces, get member, get members, get method, get methods. We have used this get method and get methods. Get property, get properties, find members, get types, invoke members. So it will return all these type of the functions, methods, properties, event, field. So with help of the member method info. So constructor info, event info, file info, interface info, member info, method info, properties info. We have different return type, so we can use accordingly these return type. So here we can see method info class. So we are using here method info class. Method info class, we are using here method info class. The same way we have member info, interface info, file info, event info, constructor info, property info. So we are using here method info. So this is method info. You can see here method info. It will return all the methods. Suppose we are writing here interface info, then it will return all the interfaces accordingly. Properties info, all the properties. This way it will interface involve return all the interfaces, get interfaces, get an interface, single interface, and get interfaces. This is for a specified interface, and this is for all interfaces. So it will return all the interfaces. So these are the difference between these two. And now see this program. In this program we are applying this one. So here we have the program using system by writing by using system. We have started it using system.reflection, namespace reflection, and class get method demo. And here we are writing public void main, and type t equals to type of car. So type of car, and its object is t. So t is the object of type also. So we are writing here get method and get methods. So these are the user defined function, get method function and get methods function. And then finally we have controller read line. So you can see here get method t. So it is defined here, get, it is defined this way, get method, not as, only get method. So type t. So we are passing here t. So t again, t is the object of type. So same time we will write here also type t. So controller write line method, and method info mi, method info mi equals to get method is moving. So we are extracting the method is moving method, and when we will print it, control by write line mi dot mi is the object of method info. So mi dot name, so it will display is moving. So is moving is the name of method. So we have written here the name of method. So get method, it will extract only single method, and mi dot name will put the name of this method. And now in another program, methods, this is only method. And now we are coming on the methods. So it will return all the methods. So this is get methods type t. So that t will be transferred to here in this t variable. And control dot write line, we have mentioned here methods, and member info mi equals to get methods, member info mi equals to t dot get methods. So we have written here for each. So member info m, so we have again defined one variable of the member info class. M is the variable of member info class, and this is mi is the also a variable of member info class, but it is array variable, array object. So it is simple object. So from mi array, because in mi array we have all the methods. From the mi array we will extract one method in m, and will print it. M dot name will print the name of first method, and then we'll print that second time. For each, when for each will run second time, then it will display the name of second method. Again it will display method in info m in mi. So from mi it will display the second method, second method, and this way it will display all the method. So we'll have get speed, accelerate, is moving, calculate mpg, to string, and these are the predefined method. Equals, get has code, get type. So all these methods we are using on this uh, um, car class. So because we have been this car class, type of car we are using here, type of class. So it will display all the class. So this is the program of displaying methods, and member info is used here. So as per the list we can use, we are using here member info only, we are using member info. So we can design programs for all these. Suppose we are extracting the constructor, all the constructor, so we'll use constructor info in place of the member info. So this is the program, and in place of the member info we'll write constructor info. Suppose for extracting the interfaces, then we'll write constructor info in place of the method info. So this way we will write the program, and the structure and pattern of the program is same in all the programs. And now see the finally we are also using one more program where we are reflecting the constructor. So we have some more function, stand, non public, public, static. These are the values declare only. So we will use these values also. You will see in the coming program. And now see this program reflecting on constructor. So here we will use get constructor info in place of the member info, we will use constructor info. So you can see here in this program we are using here member info, and the same way we will use here constructor info. You can see here constructor info is the predefined class. So you will see, again you will see the program is designed the same way, pattern of the program is same, using system dot reflection, then namespace reflection, get constructor info demo, this is the user defined name of class, and then we are writing static void main, and type t equals to type of car. So again we are writing the same statement, type of function, so we are returning the type of car, and get constructor info. So we are extracting all the we are running this program. This is user defined get constructor info. So this is the function, this is the user defined function, and where we are passing t object, t is object of type class. So we are passing this one. So you can see here that get constructor info is a user defined class, display method name of type. So public static void get constructor info and type t, and t will be passed here. So console dot write line constructor info, this is the message, constructor info is message displayed here, and here we are using constructor info uh, and its object ci. Ci is the array object, and we are writing here t dot get constructors. So we are extracting all the constructors of the constructor info through constructor info class. So this is the uh, array object, and get constructor function, predefined function, will return all the constructors of t, and t is a, you can see in the previous one, t is the type of car. So it is extracting by this function, we are extracting type of car, and it is referenced on the t. So now for each constructor info c in ci. So constructor info, for each constructor info, its objective is c. We have defined here one more object of constructor info. This is not array object, this is array object, this is not array object. So one by one from ci array will get one value, then another value, then another value. So this way, suppose we have four objects, so this for each loop will run four times. Suppose we have four constructors, so it will run, it will execute four times, and uh, individually each value will be transferred to the c. So c dot to string, it will display the name of that constructor, console dot write line c dot to string. So we have two constructors, c tor void ctor void ctor string name, and this. So this is the name of first constructor, this is the name of second constructor. So we have been two constructor. Mm, so this will be displayed over here. So this way, we can design the program interface also. So in place, the program will be same, only we'll have to change here, we have to write here in place of constructor info, we have to write interface info. Or suppose we are extracting properties, then we'll write here property info, and here also property info. Accordingly program will be changed, and but the structure of the program will be same. So the same program will be used again and again. So these are the function, and now you will see the dynamically loading on app of an assembly. So we can get executing assembly and get assembly type, assembly attributes. We can extract all the things by this reflection. So this is the last program where we can extract all the assembly detail by with the help of the reflection. So again you can see here class assembly demo, and static void main is the main of function, main, and we have defined here assembly and its object obj assembly. Now obj assembly equals to assembly dot load, we'll write here the assembly dot load function, and we'll write here inside double quotes the exact name of the assembly. So this is the ms core library, mscorlib means library. So here exactly we have written here. So it's version information and neutral, and so we will write all the things. So this is loads and assembly using its file name, and obj assembly load form. So we are writing all the things about the assembly. So exact we have to write exact value of this assembly. So assembly name, version, and all the things. So load currently running process assembly, and obj assembly dot get executing assembly. So now we'll write here type, we'll write here type array. type is a predefined class. Its object is types, and it is array object because this sign represented it is array type. And obj assembly dot get types. So from this assembly we are getting all its types. So by using this function, we'll run the program, and we have been this for each loop, and one by one from types we are extracting one by one each value, and obj type we are extracting from this types variable and storing in obj type. The first time first value will be transferred here, then second time second value will be transferred here. So single value will be transferred here. So obj assembly dot get types will return all the values. So this is the object of type. This is for this is the function of the type class. So now we have written here console.writeLine obj type dot name dot toString. So it will display the name, and it will be converted into a string. So obj type, from this obj type we will print the name in string form. And so this is assembly type get types, all the assembly types it will return. And now we have mentioned here fetching the custom attribute within an assembly. So now we are extracting the attribute of the assembly attribute, array attribute. So this is again array, so all the attribute will be extracted in this array. And attribute dot get custom attribute obj assembly. So from this assembly we are getting all the attribute get custom attribute, all the attribute we are getting. And here we have been for each loop, and one by one array attribute, from array attribute we will copy it from the attribute, and then we'll attribute dot type id, and their id will be printed. So you can see the output here. So all the attribute will be displayed on the output screen. So different attributes of this will be displayed over here. So this way we can find attribute of the assembly, and this reflection can be used with the assembly, and a reflection can be used with the constructor. It will reflect the constructor, it will reflect the interface properties, events, everything it can uh, reflect. So basically the reflection is a topic where we will reflect the type of all properties, type of all events, and name of event, name of property, name of methods, everything will return. And basically we can say it return the information about itself. Means suppose in which class we are using the reflection, it will return all the information about that particular class. So thank you guys, thank you very much. I have taken 3 lecture on reflection. So however in all lectures, the previous lecture is repeated, and after revision of the previous lecture I have explained the new things in each lectures. So as a series of all 3 lectures you will come to know all the picture of reflection. So thank you guys, thank you very much, thanks again.